Alright, so this is the 8th video in my QGIS series of additional QGIS information. So in this video, I'm going to talk more in detail about the QGIS 2.3 plugin and how to deal with a certain issue with when a shapefile crashes. When the program crashes, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So if you go into the QGIS to 3GIS exporter, as I showed you previously, this is a different map. As you can see, this is Illinois, and the join data that I have is with Illinois present 2020. But you can see, unlike with Delaware, where it just naturally generates when you turn on the clip layer, if I do it here, watch what happens. So you'll see it says building, 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 and it gets pretty far. But then and now it goes loading. You can see well, actually, no, I don't think you can see my cursor. But yeah, as you just saw, it crashed. So the way to deal with that, I'll show you right now. Yeah, let me just wait for it to open it again, and then I'll talk about it. Okay, so yeah, now I'm just going to redo the steps that I showed you in the last video, and which I did before I turned on this recording. Project Illinois, and then we can join the data, join plus. All right, and then we are going to clip. And then we'll go to properties, symbology, and that's the new data color. Did I zoom the layer? Yeah, okay, great. So basically the way we get around this is first what we're going to do is we're going to set up the keyframes, which we're going to kind of have to use the thing in the bottom right as a reference. So I'm just going to set this up how I did in the last video. Make sure to pay attention to the bottom right thing. I don't know if I made it clear, but that thing in the bottom right with the Z, the X, the green and red and blue circles, that was the thing I was referencing when I was setting up the keyframes. I'm talking about click the X on the right, click the Y on the right, or whatever. That's what I was referencing if it wasn't clear. So yeah, I'm just going to do the keyframes like I did in the last video, and I will do this really quickly. Yeah, we just have to set these up beforehand. So I'll just do that. Last one, well, second to last one actually. And then keyframe 1, we add a plus, and then we drive it to the end. And then what we're going to do, you see this check mark next to the preview WebKit in the bottom right of the QGIS to 3GIS exporter. We're going to uncheck that, and you'll see that that hides the screen. Then what we can do is we can turn on the clip layer. I'm also going to turn on the loop thing just so I don't forget that layer. And then it's basically the same thing as we've done before, except I'll get to it later. Let me just first do this. So ramp color, full color, scale underscore linear, then go to fields and values. Then we can do that. And then comma space, -1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, apply, and that should have the color properly. And then I'm going to do the height formula. Now, okay, yeah, I'm going to do that divided by $area, and I'm going to do times 100,000 as a test. Actually, I'm going to sort through these. Okay, yeah, no, I have to do it. Okay, so we're going to do this as like a base test. I'm going to press apply. Yeah, by the way, if you go in the height expression, you can see down here in the preview, it has a bunch of stuff which refer to the height. And yeah, 5,000 I'd say is like a typical decent amount. So that's why increase the multiplier. But this is just an estimate. The way that we're actually going to have to see how it does, because if we turn on the checkbox again, it's just going to crash the program. So now it kind of becomes a guess and check with the height multiplier, where we have to export the thing just to see if it works properly. And then we'll just check the height, and if it's not proper, we can we'll just readjust it. But yeah, this will also probably take a little bit more time to load than before, just because it is a much larger file. Alright, and it's done. Now we can go to the map folder, open the index file. You can see that this does take a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to pause that because I know that that when you press play, I saw in the last video, it kind of jumbled my voice a little. So you can see the height now on this. It does seem pretty large, or yeah, like you can kind of tell about the height. I mean, you can see Chicago kind of has like pretty much all of it. But yeah, I'd say that this is a pretty good multiplier. I might double it. But yeah, what you need to do basically, it's kind of just a guess and check with the height thing when you export it, and you're just gonna have to keep doing that because you can't check it on in QGIS, otherwise it will crash. So yeah, but yeah, this is this was hopefully helpful for you, you know, if you're watching this, and yeah, that's it for this video.